Where they dug a grove, where Uzodimma and his group were dumping dead people, where they will kill people and throw it in. And later, Uzodimma still use that very place as a blackmail, try to accuse ESN. But today, you have seen every single thing they have been doing in the past has not come to an hope. After they have taken the life of 14 innocent Biafrans, they can't hide it anymore. Uzodimma shamelessly run to the media to go and tell them that it was DSS. Forgotten that there are live witnesses, there are eyewitnesses who were on the ground. There are survivors of that very attack who were there. The places where things happened, there were living human beings who were there. Uzodimma didn't care. That is how you know that these people are desperate. They don't care about you as a Biafran. They don't care about me. You see why we must not at any point in time, under any circumstances, we must never support or talk about election. When you see anybody talking about election, promoting election, run for your life. You hear anybody supporting election, run for your life, run for your dear life. Those people are much more dangerous than Viper. You know this thing they call Viper. Those people who are preaching election, preaching people, they are much more dangerous than Viper. They are much more dangerous. They are much more dangerous than the Fulanis. Because even the Fulani man, a Fulani caliphate, Fulani terrorists, they know that Biafra is coming. They know that Biafra is coming and they know that we are going home. They know that 2023, they will not have that chance. They know it. And that is why they are fighting by all means possible, trying to penetrate. But they cannot have that confidence to come in because they know that ESN is alert. All they do is they use their military. They give them uniform. Terrorists are given uniform to come to Biafra land and take innocent lives. When they can't be able to penetrate, they will employ people in Biafra land, They will use the governors to buy the soul of some people, even fellow Biafrans. They will buy the soul of fellow Biafrans to begin to kill their own people. And that is where you come to realize why Mazen Nandekan was saying in the court that we are to secure Biafran land and not to kill Biafran people. When Mazen Nandekan made that statement, some people begin to blow it out of proportion. Some people begin to give it a different kind of meaning and different interpretation. But those of us who are hardcore listeners of Mazen Nandekan, followers of Mazen Nandekan, we were able to decode what he was saying. I thank Chukwu Okeke who gave us our brother Simon Ekpa. Among every propaganda that you saw that time, Simon Ekpa was able to decode and know what Mazen Nandekan was saying. That the instruction was that we should defend ourselves. And from that very day, Mazen Simon Ekpa began to make a plan on our marching. And today, we are about to march. The unification started. Unify all arms groups in Biafra land to support and defend Biafra land by all means possible. You see people coming together. While some people who claim to be Biafra agitators, we are busy gossiping. While they are busy gossiping, talking about irrelevant issues, they are busy talking about money, talking who to share, who not to give, talking about posts, exalting themselves, promoting themselves. Mazen Simon Ekpa was busy reconciling the legitimate and genuine fighters of Biafra together to move and restore Biafra in 2023. And while that profession was making, that word of Mazen Nandekan came to life. When you saw Ebubango do what they did, these are Biafrans killing their fellow Biafrans, broad daylight, and they deny it, they kill them and spit on their grave. And as you know, anybody that takes the life of a Biafran will never go free. Mazen Nandekan made that declaration while he was with us. After Mazen Nandekan launched ESN, he told them that it can never be business as usual. We were holding flag. You shot at us. We kept silent. We protested. You killed us. We came to pray. You attacked us. We were walking on the streets. You attacked us. We sleep in our home. You attack us. But as from the day the ESN was launched, Mazen Nandekan said it can never be business as usual. Mazen Nandekan raised the dragon flag. And he said that dragon flag will never go down until Biafra comes. Today, Some people forgot. But I thank you, if everybody have forgotten, our brother Simon Ekpa didn't forget. He is still holding the staff that Mazin Nanekano gave to him. He is still building on the foundation that Mazin Nanekano have laid. And that foundation is still growing. That is why Ebubago has become out of bound in Biafra land. We are not going to beg anybody to show us where they are or go and kidnap them. It is the responsibility of people who are given charge. They know themselves to fish them out. If you see something, say something. Don't mind people who are giving ransom. You are giving ransom on the name of on a Ebubago leader. You want to pay 2 billion naira on Ebubago leader. Is that not a deception? That is the deception. That's the deception. We don't need to pay ransom to anybody. This is a war against us as Biafrans. The person you want to pay ransom to, it is against him and his own family. So he needs to fight for his own freedom. He needs to fight without even being paid, without anybody encouraging you, without anybody giving you anything. You need to go and restore your land. Defend your land by all means possible. Please share this video. If you have not shared this video, kindly share this video. Share this video and support the platform the best way you can. Support the platform and share the video to all your platform where you belong, all your WhatsApp group, your family and friends, even our enemies. Share to them. The state we are now, it is not a time to gossip. Injury to one is injury to all. Injury to one is injury to all. Mazen Nandekano said it while he was done, that anybody that takes the life of a Biafran will pay dearly. You are going to pay dearly. Like anybody that takes the life of a Biafran, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter your connection. It doesn't matter your name. It doesn't matter how close you are to us. It doesn't matter who you are. As long as you have taken the life of an innocent Biafran, you will definitely pay. You will pay for it. You cannot take the life of an innocent person and expect yourself to be happy and walking around. It doesn't happen anywhere. It doesn't happen anywhere. Ebubago has become out of bound in Biafra land. Out of bound. Out of bound. Today, the stage we are now, is a time when we watch each other's back. This is not, if you see anybody in their platform still talking about blackmailing, still busy analyzing the video of a fellow agitator, you are busy. They still have time to analyze the video of a fellow agitator. When we have a critical thing at hand, when we are having a critical situation at hand, please, you don't need to be told, walk away from such platform. Don't go and challenge them. Don't go and talk to them. Don't go and attack them. Just scroll up and move away from there. Don't share their video. Don't talk to them. Don't glance at it. Just walk away. When you come across such platform that are still busy talking about money, still busy promoting themselves, still busy promoting an individual above the Biafra struggle, there's no point being there. There's no point being there. They are just the same thing with these people who are talking about P2B and election. This one Nigerian is. Any Biafran agitator that you see today, busy analyzing the video of his own fellow brother, busy demonizing what his fellow brother is doing. There is no need to, you don't need a prophet to tell you that that person is not in the struggle anymore. It is so sad what is happening. You saw our brothers, 14 brothers of ours were lost. 14 brothers of ours were lost. And we said we have a seat at home. And Biafrans agreed. All the Biafrans agreed, said, let there be seat at home. And our spokesman came out on behalf of Biafrans and announced that seat at home. Instead of people to be happy, to mourn their dead and plan a way forward, they were busy praying that that seat at home should not work. They were busy praying, pushing propaganda, bringing old videos, bringing videos to show that the sit at home did not work, even when they know that the sit at home was 100% effective. At the shortest time, only 2 days. Within 2 days, Biafrans listened and they went ahead. And on Monday, there is going to be another sit at home. On Monday, Biafrans are still going to sit at home as usual. But you see people who claim to be fighting, the same fight I'm fighting, who claim to need freedom, the same way I need freedom, simply because somebody they feel they hated is the person that talked about the sin at home. Even when they know that it is the right thing to do, it is important that if Mazen Nandekano was with us, he will do more than that. If Mazen Nandekano was with us, he will call a seat at home, a total lockdown. He might even make it 2 days. They know very well what Mazen Nandekano will do if he's outside. Then they saw somebody replicating what Mazen Nandekano will do. They are not happy. They are angry. They are angry. They are busy praying that whatever he's saying doesn't work. These people are no longer in the struggle. That is why we don't even mention their name or talk about it. The stage we are today in this struggle, the stage we are today in this struggle, we are one people. We are one people standing on one platform, speaking on one voice, watching each other's back. There's no time to gossip, no time to begin to look left or right or begin to talk about irrelevant people. No time for that. We are in a stage where we have to defend our land by all means possible. That is the stage we are. A stage where we have to defend our land by all means possible. No matter what anybody is throwing at us, no matter any weapon of warfare they are bringing, no matter what, if they like, let them go and bring B-52 and fill up the air in Biafra land. We are not going to relent. It is either Biafra or nothing. It is either Biafra or nothing. And there is no going back. There's no going back. Let them continue to gossip. One day, they are going to sleep in Nigeria and wake up in Biafra land. It is going to happen. It doesn't matter whether you support or you don't support. It's going to happen. Because Chukwu Okadion have ordained it that is going to be. Chukwu Okadion have used Mazen Nandekano to draw this strategy, to draw all this strategy that got us to where we are today. It is Chukwu Okadion that used Mazen Nandekano to write everything you are seeing today, to tell us about it and put things in order the way to be. Chukwu Okadion used Mazen Nandekano to build a foundation, gave us every necessary instrument. He gave us the ESN. He also gave us our brother Simon Ekpa. Mazen Nandekano, by his own self, single-handedly gave us Simon Ekpa through the revelation of Chukwu Okadion. And that is why today you see Simon Ekpa replicating everything that Mazen Nandekano is. That is what he's replicating. Everything you are looking for in Mazen Nandekano, when you see Simon Ekpa, you see all those things, all those attributes, they are there. Consistency personified. There is no going back. Truth and nothing but the truth. You can hate him, that's your business. But as far as Biafra, you can have any personal grudges with him, have any personal thing with him, have any trouble with him, that is your own personal problem. It's your own personal problem. Don't bring it into Biafra struggle. If you have any personal hatred for him, for your own selfishness or for your own personality, if you have anything dealing with it, that is your own. When it comes to Biafra struggle, every single one of us will listen to him because he is on the track. Because he is on the track. Mazen Nandekano delivered him into our own hand and told us to listen to him. Mazen Nandekano confounded him and ordained him. And he said, this is one Chineke. That only one Chineke will do what he's doing. He went ahead to tell us to listen to him, share his videos. He didn't stop there. He still came out to tell us when he was arrested, he saw every one of them, all of those ones who claimed to be eating with him, those ones who claimed to be in the same table to sign IPOB with him, those ones who claimed to have taken oath with him, those ones who claimed to be with his back at all times. He remembered all of them, but while he was captured, he was able to still remember that man that Chukwu Okadion told him to anoint. He anointed him again and tell him, go to Radio Biafra and speak to my people. But the enemy could not hold it. The enemy could not control it. They said no over their dead bodies. They began to fight from all corners. Attacks began to come. They began to do everything, begin to push all manner of propaganda, this, that, this, that. The same people who preach command and control defiled that command. They rubbished it. But Chukwu Okadion, when he has spoken, nobody can turn it, change it. Whatever Chukwuka have ordained will continue to stand. It will continue to stand. When they stopped him from preaching in radio, they thought that is the whole end of it. That is not he cannot do anything anymore. Not knowing that Chukwuka already have prepared a platform, a hallowed platform for his own people. After they have defiled the Radio Biafra, after they have defiled Radio Biafra, made it a place of gossip. They made it a place of gossip, a place to come and talk trash, a place to antagonize their people, a place to betray their own people, a place to sell their brothers and sisters, a place to hand people over to the enemy. Chukwu Okakariama raised a platform for us. The platform Enter Biafra. Enter Biafra, where you run into and you are safe. You enter Biafra, you get the right information. You enter Biafra, you have comfort. You know that Chukwu Okakariama is with you. You enter Biafra, you begin to see these changes. You enter Biafra, you begin to regain strength. Every one of us that joined the Enter Biafra, we begin to regain strength, regain energy. And today, we are much more stronger than ever. We are today much more stronger than ever in the history of the struggle. Today, we deal with human beings, not animals. We are dealing with human beings, people you can see. People you can see. People you can see. Those are the people that we're dealing with today. We know our spokesperson. Somebody we can see, we know him very well. He has an address. We know his qualification. We know his level of understanding. You can call him. You can scold him. You can question him. The same thing on finance. The person that is there, you can call her. You can talk to her. You can scold her. You can question her. Not when we are working with ghosts. People who were scared, hiding under their keyboard to dish out all manner of evil thought and evil agenda. Because they feel they have nothing to lose. After all, you don't know them. After hiding under the keyboard, talking all the trash, they will come back and go and hold a meeting with the governors. After hiding under the keyboard to talk all their trash, or being in their secret places, they go back and begin to discuss with the governors. They fly into Nigeria on and often. And they don't care. And they don't care. Of people we have. But because of that situation that we are in now, we don't have to look back. I thank Chukwu Okakariama. He equipped us for today. Gave us somebody like our brother Samuel Epa. Against all odds, against all the attack that was coming from east, west, north, south, south. Because what is written is written. He could not fall. He could not fall. Because what is written is written. He couldn't fall. They couldn't bring him down. Criminals everywhere. Criminals. They surrounded Mazin Nandekano. Mazin Nandekano have made so many moves to march. This march we are marching now. Mazin Nandekano have made that move so many times they stopped him. The last one that he announced that we are going to make, they had it and they couldn't hold it. They went and sold him out. They betrayed Mazin Nandekano. They sold him completely. When they couldn't be able to, they know that in that very match, he announced, Mazin Nandekano announced it. He announced it. He said, after 150 days, we are going to march. Let others be coming. When they had it, they were shaking. All of them were shaking. They knew that the end has come. They couldn't hold it. They went and sold Mazin Nandekano. And in selling Mazin Nandekano, they didn't know that all excursion. As they sold Mazin Nandekano, they thought that was the end of it. Now the real chapter of the end of days opened. The beginning of the end opened. After they succeeded in selling Mazin Nandekano, the beginning of the end opened. Mazin Nandekano gave the anointing. Chukwu Okakariama was with Mazin Nandekano. He gave the anointing and handed the mantle and said, Samuel Epa, go ahead. Speak to Biafran people. And I believe before he gave that instruction, he must have prayed on Samuel Epa. Apart from the prayers, he must have prayed on him and tell him, go ahead. That was the anointing there. He gave him the anointing. And Samuel Epa, since that very day, has never remained the same. So many things that he's doing today, he's not even aware of it. Sometimes when I see him speak, I just feel like he doesn't even know what he's saying. The kind of spirit that has possessed someone, he cannot even control it. The kind of confidence he has when he speaks. Sometimes, certain things that he says, he doesn't even know that Mazen Nanikana have already said it. It's only later people will begin to bring out the old videos where Mazen Nanikana have made such statements. Things that is why, you see, when you follow people, don't just follow people because of what they tell you. Don't follow people because of what they tell you. Do not follow them because of what they tell you. Follow them because of your own investigation, what you have seen. Because of what you have seen. Follow people because of what you have seen, not because of what you have been told. Make your own investigation as a human being. Make your own verification, make your own investigation. Whatever you find out along the line, then you begin to speak. Most of the time I believe, most of the time I believe I'm believing on what our brother Simon Ekpa is saying. I'm not believing it because he is saying it. I'm not believing it because he said it. I am believing it because it is a confirmed thing that even down in my conscience, I know that they are true. I know very well that there are so many people that their conscience is dead. Sorry. If your own conscience is dead, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I cannot help you. If your conscience is dead, I can't help you. You can cry and shout and write and talk from today to tomorrow. I can't help you. But for those people who still have conscience in them, that conscience in you is the spirit of Chukwuka Abiyama in you. If you still have conscience in you, whenever something that is truthful is coming, you will know. Nobody needs to preach to you. Nobody needs to preach to you. When something real is going to happen, or when something, the reality is before you, you're going to see it. You will see it. You will see it. When you see something that is real, you are going to see it. Somebody you don't need a visionary or a prophet to tell you. If you have conscience in you, when you are doing something that is evil, even when you are trying to pretend before me, maybe you are before your fellow human being, you be pretending because of your ego, because of your pride and ego. You want to protect your ego, you want to be proud. But within you, inside you, that inner man in you will be telling you, this thing you are doing is wrong. It's wrong. Your conscience will begin to flog you, to continue to flog you. But for those whose conscience are dead, we cannot help them. We can't. There's no way we can help you. We're not here because of you, because we can't help you. Your own case is in the hand of Chukwuka Abiyama. He knows where to keep you. He knows where to place you. And at an appointed time, you are going to face the consequence of everything you have done on the planet Earth. At an appointed time, you will face the consequence of every evil you are pushing forward. Everybody you have deceived. Every single soul that you have deceived, you are going to face the consequence. Let me tell you, there is no person in the world today, there is no person in the world today that is above, even at 15 years old. At 15 years old, you should be able to take decision for yourself. It's no longer a question of 18. No. At 15 years, even 10, you can be able to take a good decision for yourself. You know what is right and what is wrong. You should be able to decide for yourself. Unless you don't have that conscience in you. If your conscience is dead, we cannot help you. Or the state that we are now. You check the topic I wrote there. We have to watch each other's back. Injustice against one Biafran is injustice against all of us. Any attack against one Biafran is an attack against all of us. We cannot behave like the people who are fighting us. We cannot continue to hold on that Janjaweed mentality. That Janjaweed mentality of when things is happening in a region, you will not talk until when it affects you directly. That's when you talk. We have to throw away that mentality. When we are discussing about the issue of Biafra, if you have conscience and you're human, when something happens to your fellow Biafran, it doesn't matter your religion, it doesn't matter your location, it doesn't matter your tribe, you should cry along with that person. Cry along with it and fight along with the person. You should cry along with the person and fight along with the person. Unlike the caliphate where we are coming from, unlike the Janjaweed, the contraction called Nigeria, you saw when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was protesting for these people in London. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was protesting on behalf of the Northerners, that are being killed by Boko Haram. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu protested. He protested and he was calling the Zoological Republic government to make sure they protect the Northerners before the insecurity spread out. Go and watch the video. It's still there. He was calling them to protect their so-called one Nigeria and make sure that the insecurity, people in the north are secure, so that the insecurity will not spread to other places. In London, on behalf of Nigeria. But did they listen? They never listened. Mazi Nnamdi kind of watched and watched. He couldn't hold it anymore. He even went to the extent of even joining their so-called politics to see if it worked through APGA. Yet, look at the APGA today. APGA has become a strong agent in the hand of the caliphate. That same APGA today is an instrument to destroy Biafran people in Biafra land. That is why when you hear politics in Nigeria, run for your life. When you see a politician in Nigeria, run for your life. APGA that you see today, APGA was one of the people that they established. APGA is our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu. Dim Odumegwu was one of the people that established APGA. And do you think that Dim Odumegwu will establish an organization to fight against Biafra? In your dreams, do you think that Dim Odumegwu will establish an organization to fight against Biafra? Of course, it's impossible. Somebody who died, even when he died, on the burial day, the flag of Biafra was sprayed on his coffin.
Are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you, if you come and stand in the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We'll crush you.
Their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold all of Africa down. Hey, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals, they are saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You have to go everywhere. We must continue.